Welcome to Football Rivals and the conclusion of Week 11. That's right, folks. We are already halfway through the season, burning on our way to the conference championships. Tonight's game, and that's right, it's tonight's game for all you East and Central timers. It is nighttime where you are at, but it is still bright sunshine here in the state of Oregon. Tonight for the Pac12 matchup in the big scheme of things, you see Oregon is at top of the conference with California trailing. Only one loss separates them in the conference records, and the Ducks are nationally ranked as they take the field here in Oregon. Tonight's game will feature two very high-powered, potent offenses and stout defenses, which is actually not reminiscent of Pac-12 teams in the past, but these two defenses are quite stout tonight, and you will see as the Ducks are wearing their Donald Duck-inspired homage to Disney. They are ranked number 22 here at Autzen Stadium tonight. Lights are set on the East Coast. The crowd's ready. Players are stretched, and we are out on the field for the coin toss. Tonight could very well shape who represents in the Pac-12 championship. California, Cal, will receive the ball, and the Golden Bears will take a touchback for the kickoff to start the game. Tonight's game, like we said, is a very important game for the Pac-12 conference. It will help shape who, in the big scheme of things, will be representing their division in the North for the Pac-12. As Cal has had a very good season, they've been in and out of the top 25 as he takes a shotgun snap, and he goes down on a sack by Shane Barnes. Shane Barnes goes down, by Lee Bernard. Gets the sack. As you see, he just let go of his block. The guy that was blocking him and just rolled off and did a read and went straight beeline or duck flying V victory formation straight to the quarterback and gets the sack. And what a way to start the game for this crowd as you hear them going crazy. And Oregon, on the very first play, we were talking about in the pregame how the two defenses are playing over expectations as the Ducks put them in 2nd and 13. Cal takes the handoff, and he's got him. He breaks free. He breaks through another tackle, and on 2nd and 13, Ernest Davis rips off 22 yards on his way to a first down for the Cal Golden Bears. And look at that. He just ducked under that first tackle and just rolled off the other two. He was rolling off like water rolls off of a duck there. And he was just stroking as he broke through the hole, ducked under the first tackle, and evaded the rest of them on a 22 scamper. As a man comes in motion here, Cal sends a receiver all the way from left to right, I formation. It's most likely going to be a run, and it's a delayed handoff, and Ernest is handed the ball again on a 5-yard rush, and he's getting 3 to 5 yards before anyone is getting close to touching him on every run play so far, which has only been 2, but regardless, he's got 2 rushes for 27 yards right off the rip. Cal does another handoff to Davis, and he's off tackle, and he's down the sideline, and he's got another big run for 14 yards down the right side, as Ernest Davis has 3 rushes for 41 yards now, and Cal is driving down the field on the number 22 Oregon Ducks defense right now. Coming out in that pro offset formation, they hand it off to Davis again, and this time this was Pat Gray. They were giving Davis a breather. As you see, the healthier looking, huskier looking running back came in to run the ball and only picks up 1. Cal sends a tight end in motion from left to right, most likely setting up a block there, and they do hand it off, and he's hitting the backfield. Pat Gray gets hit for a 1-yard loss by Chris Neely. And the Ducks defense finally shows back up and says, we are tired of you running this crap on us every play, as I don't think we've seen Cal throw the ball yet. This is most likely going to be a pass, though, on 3rd and 10. They have shotgun formation, 3 wide, 2 left, 1 right. Takes the snap, and it's a draw, and he's crumpled in the backfield. Davis comes in after his breather and loses 4 more yards by Jordan Golden on the tackle. And now his carries, his tally drops to 4 carries for 37 yards. And after a stellar start, the Cal Golden Bears will punt the ball away as it is up. And the fair catch is called for, and it will be a touchback as Oregon gets a second chance here. Or sorry, not a second chance, a first chance as Marcus Daniels, you see the spotlight player of the game. Last game, 27 carries for 163 yards. My God. And only 1 touchdown. But it may have been all they needed. As Oregon comes out in 2 big shotgun formation. Receiver in motion from left to right, and it's a speed sweep, and he ends it off, and he's hitting the backfield. Noah Reed got the jet sweep for a 2-yard loss as Kenny Bowen, who we've called some Cal games before, and Kenny Bowen is a big man out there playing defensive end. And Barnes, who was injured earlier, has a concussion, and he will be out for the game. We'll see how that affects the Cal team as they run an option, and he's just smacked. Casey Guidry, who is going to be in the pro season draft coming up in September, runs the speed option to the left. Really no room to pitch, but he should have tried the pitch as he is hitting the backfield, bringing up 3rd and 16, and Oregon comes 3 wide right, shotgun formation, tight end left, drops back, he's floating, Guidry's got it, he's going to go down. Guidry's going down. He tried to roll out to the left side, and Tony Williamson snags him from behind. You know the old saying, if it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. I don't think this duck knew what kind of bear it was because he laid down and he got destroyed. As it brings up 4th and 16, and Oregon, unlike Cal, who drove down the field at least on their first possession with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter, will punt the ball away back to Cal at the 40-yard line. He's got good field position, and he gets to the other side of the 50, Zach Waters does, on a 10-yard return. And the Cal Golden Bears have great field position to set up for this second offensive stand here. They come out in their pro set, 2 tight end formation again. 2 wide, they hand it off again. This has got to be a record for runs in a row. I don't even think they've passed the ball yet. As that time, Davis ran to the middle, bounced to the outside, and picks up 2, bringing up 2nd and 8. This Oregon defense comes out. They run a 3-3-5. As you see the 3 down linemen, the 3 linebackers there. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Is the option. He pulls it, and the quarterback runs with it. He had the first down, but he tried. Chris Berg had the first down if he would have just lowered his shoulders. But he tried bouncing outside and gets 8.9 yards of the 9, or 7.8 yards of the 8 yards needed for the first down, bringing up 3rd and inches. As they pass for the first time, and it's over the middle, and Berg hit the guy. It looked like he hit the receiver in his hands, but the way Oregon's cheering, I think they got a hand in it as Oregon stopped him, but Cal is coming out on 4th and inches. Big set, hands it off to Davis. He's not gonna get it. No, Ernest Davis rolls with the tackle, trying to reach for that first down, and he doesn't get it on a 4th down gamble, and Cal will give the ball away to Oregon almost at midfield, basically making their last offensive stand that amounted to nothing null and void now as they take the ball on the 39.5-yard line. Shotgun formation. Hands it off to his running back, who's got room down the right side, but he's not fast enough. Marcus Daniels isn't, on a 2-yard rush, and that was Oregon's first run of the game with their halfback, and he got crushed in the backfield, and he's slow to get up. Number 87, Hamilton, there is also slow to get up, as Oregon has got to get something going on this second possession after the defense made a big 4th down stand like that. Hands it off again up the middle, and he's bouncing and juking and jiving and rolling and ducking, and he gets 7 yards, bringing up 3rd down and 1 as Oregon will face 3rd down again. You see their 3rd down efficiency, which this is only their second drive of the game, but they are 0 for 1 in the game. A little tight bunch formation. Shotgun hits the tight end and who released. He pushes the first defender on the ground, and he's rolling on the way to the first down as Sean Hamilton gets 14 yards on a big play by the Oregon Ducks. Quack, quack, and that's a first down as Guidry is 1 for 1 for 14 now. Oregon's coming out shotgun formation, hands it off to the running back again. He's outrunning his blockers. He gets out of the first tackle, rolls to the right side, and he picks up 6 yards on the way to a great play as he outran his guard who was pulling out there to block for him, number 72, and tried to get some room, some space, some coverage out there. And he's slow getting up again as he's taken 2 big hits now on 2 runs, and he's been slow to get up too. You got to wonder if something's affecting him from a previous game. As they hand it off to him again, and he's hit in the backfield for a 4-yard loss as Jared Rogers hits Cameron out there for a 4-yard loss. Like we said, my mind just went blank with how on the replay of that hit. That was a lot bigger than it looked. As the starting running back is most likely out for a breather. Like we said, he's taken 2 big hits and gotten up slow twice as the quarterback, Guidry, takes a shot downfield, and it's intercepted. Guidry thought he had the man in the corner of the end zone on 3rd down and 8. Sets up, takes a shot, delivers it poorly. That was bad angles all around. Receiver didn't even try for it. And Cal with another big stand. They have an upset on their mind today, and this looks like it could go either way as the Cal Golden Bears take over the ball, take over offense again, deep in their own territory, floats the ball out to the outside, and he throws an interception. Now he's down the sideline. No one's going to touch him as Oregon's going to get a pick 6 right after throwing a touchdown. Every time they make a mistake on offense and Cal gets it back, their defense digs them out of the hole, and Oregon gets a pick 6 here late in the first quarter as he just jumped the route. He was looking back at the receiver, saw him cut forward, and jumps the route, picks off the ball, and runs it the next 20 yards for a first down, touchdown, whatever you want to call it. And the Ducks are up 6-0, and they said, get out of our way. Our defense will win this game for us if we have to. And it is now 7-0 as I'm going to take a beverage break to get my voice back as we get ready for the kickoff. Kicks away, and he's actually going to return it about a yard deep right at the goal line. He's got blockers out to the left side, and he's rolling off stiff arming, and Zach Waters gets a 32-yard return on the kickoff there. As you see, this Oregon defense has a sack and interception, and they're only allowing Cal to get 3 yards average. That first drive of the game, Cal drove down the field all the way to about the 40-yard line, from the 20 to the 40 of the Oregon Ducks, and then petered out there as it looks like Berg's going to roll out, and he's going to get hit after what's called a 2-yard rush as he had nothing open, only 2 wide receivers, and Oregon dropped back into like a 6-man, 6-deep coverage, had every receiver triple covered. Berg noticed it and tried to take off, but that kind of play will not get you into the All-Star game of the Football Rivals College Series. As the Berg drops back, hits another handoff, delayed handoff to Ernest Davis, and Ernest Davis is trying to get himself a spot in the All-Star game. That's right, folks. We will be having an All-Star game in sometime in the next 10 days or so. We're building the rosters, picking the teams, the uniforms are built, the graphics are made, and we will showcase it on our podcast coming up as he hands off to Davis off to that left side on his way to a 9-yard rush. And I would just hand the ball off to Davis every play. But let's get back to the All-Star game. The All-Star game will feature guys that are playing not from the year 1, but only the year 2 and the year 3 guys to try to get them a taste of action. As we've had 2 seasons back-to-back, year 1 and year 2 of the college season, as Berg takes off to the right side, and he's going to go down big on a 2nd down, gets sacked for 6 yards as David Harrell gets him in the backfield there, 3rd and 7 on the way. But the year 1 guys, they've played 2 seasons in year 1 and year 2. Year 3 has to wait until next year to play because we will be having the first inaugural Football Rivals Pro Season draft in September following the conclusion of year 1, as that's the end of the first quarter. Following the conclusion of year 2 of the college season here, we will have a pro draft with everything you need, everything you can imagine, everything you can hope for. 32 teams you've never seen before, ready to roll, and these guys that are playing in front of you right now, some of them, Guidry, Ernest Davis, some of these guys in the spotlight, they will be drafted to play for professional teams that you've never seen before, brand new logos, brand new teams. As the blocks are picked up and he dumps it off to his halfback, Davis is going to get the first down as he rolls out on the halfback toss, or he tossed it to his halfback, I should say, as he was running for his life in the backfield there. And Berg is 1 for 3 now for 8 yards. That's sad. That was his first completion. And Cal's driving again. A little quick dump off to the tight end. He's going to have room out there to the middle of the field, and Sean Allen will get a 13-yard pickup for a first down. But after the draft, we will have a pro season. And then the guys that have signed up already, the recruits, I should say, we call them recruits in our league. The recruits that are going to be on on the college teams for the EA college football game. We've already started building the rosters, building the teams that they've signed up for, that they verbally committed to. And we will have them play alongside the year 2 guys. So it'll be year 2 and year 3. And then the year 3 and year 4 guys will play in the All-Star game. After that, it's up to you to earn it, as the All-Star game will feature some of the upcoming talent from the high schools as they quick pitch it, fake to the fullback, quick pitch out to Ernest Davis on his way to a 4-yard loss, bringing up yet again another 3rd down and long, as Cal will face 3rd and 7. But for this inaugural, to finish this off, our inaugural All-Star game will be I don't know if we want to give you the name for it yet, because it goes with our football rivals. It goes with, the fighting style, football rival style that we like to go with here in our league. So we will release the name of the bowl with the graphics soon. Keep an eye out on that for all the socials. We have our TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube pages. As Cal kicks the field goal to get on the board, they are now trailing 7-3. And here's a highlight. So keep your ears, keep your eyes open, watch the podcast. More to come about the All-Star game to try to give you just a little bit more taste of the college season on the way. And these new guys that would normally have to wait until next year to see their players in action will get to see their players on the field in the All-Star game playing against the year 2 guys. It's going to be pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. I've seen some of the uniforms. I've seen some of the players built, and the new game is pretty amazing. But there are 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Number 22, Oregon, has the ball as Berg Guidry rolls to the outside, bounces off of a tackle, his offensive tackle, struggles, flippers, duck waddles into the defense, and gets smacked down after a 1-yard pickup. And Oregon is now pushing 6 minutes to go in the first half, and they've got to get something going. Their defense is the only thing that has scored points for them in the game today, and they are struggling as they hand it off again. A huge hole up the middle. Could have driven a whole flock of ducks through that hole, as Marcus Daniels picks up 8, I should say. Oregon coming out in a too tight, kind of mimicking Cal here. He's got a blocker outside of the right side, and Daniels is going to pick up the first down on his way to a 3-yard gain. 5 rushes, 26 yards, 5.2-yard average. And Oregon, like we said, needs to get something going offensively here, as they just trickled under 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Floats a ball to the outside, almost gets an interception as Zach Waters gets credited with the deflection. But the receiver just dropped the ball. He hit him in stride, hit his hands, it looked like from where I'm sitting up here in the press box. But it hit him, and he dropped it. 2nd and 10, they hand it off to Daniels again up the middle, as the run games have been prevalent and heavy tonight for both squads. It's like they're both kind of feeling each other out, afraid to take some shots. But you did see Oregon did take that shot to the corner of the end zone with Guidry, and he threw an interception. So maybe they're just gun shy, as he beams one across the middle to Martel Montoya for a first down and a 10-yard reception. As there you go, young man. Get your only your second completion of the game, 2 of 4. He is, as Oregon comes out, loading up the left side there with some linemen. It's option that way, and he's going to, Guidry had no room. The defense got there too quickly. Jared Rogers just came screaming down the line. Acted like he was going to his pitch man, so Guidry read that right and took the ball and tried to cut up, but Rogers just too athletic, and he diverted his momentum into Guidry and lost 4 yards on the play. It's come out in kind of a modified pistol formation. Hands it to Daniels up the middle, and Daniels gets 11 yards on a straight-up handoff up the middle. And now he's at 7 rushes for 41 yards. And that brings up a more manageable 3rd and 3, as you saw right there. They are 3 of 5 on third down conversions as we just went under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Guidry's going to hit his... Oh, and Cameron's not going to get the first down, as he was giving Daniels a breather out there in the flats. And they're going for it on 4th and 1. This is kind of reminiscent of the Cal 4th and 1 earlier. He hands it to the fullback up the middle, and he's got a huge hole, and he's going to go, and he gets shoestring tackled. Ryan Cameron got shoestring tackled on 4th and 1. They go to the quick handoff to the up back on the option formation, and he gets a huge play. And this crowd's feeling it now as they want a touchdown. They're tired of this offense stalling when they drive so far. As they load that right side, Guidry's floating. He's got time. He hits a man over the middle. He breaks through the first tackle. He's trying to get through the second tackle. Trent Harris on a 9-yard reception all the way to it looks like the 2-yard line. We'll see where they spot the ball. It is at the 2-yard line. As they can technically get a first down. It's 2nd and 1 here as they load up that left side, 3 wide left, pistol formation. Snaps the ball, or Guidry's got room to the right if he wants to run. He floats it to the left. Wide open is Martel Montoya. Touchdown, Oregon Ducks. Beautiful play as he's saying, feed me, and that was just embarrassing as no one is over there. Cal fell for whatever they fell for, and are now about to be down by 11 points. That was a great offensive play call and play, as Oregon runs a base pistol playbook. So there was nothing special about that. That was just a broken, busted coverage. And the Ducks are up 14-3. You saw the highlight there. It looks like Bama is winning, and that is going to stick because this is the last recorded game of the week this week. Not always the case. Never record the games in order, but this is the last game. We are streaming it to you right now, and it is going to be any highlight scores that you see that are non-user recruit games, such as that one. Even though Bama does have an awesome quarterback that was a user recruit, as Davis punches the first defender out of his way, but he's not enough to get the second one down. And he gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. As Cal, you gotta wonder, at 2.5 minutes here to go in the half, the offset I formation there to the right side. Receiver in motion, drops back, hits the receiver that was in motion, breaks through both tackles, and the defensive end comes to clean up the mess as Derek Landry fought through 2 would-be tacklers for a 3-yard gain. That was the roughest, meanest 3-yard gain I've ever seen in my life. As it's 3rd and 7 now. Tight end in motion from left to right. Berg takes a snap. He's sitting there. He's got defense. He's got coverage, and he floats one over the middle, and it's an interception. And if it would have been anyone but the slow-footed running back or linebacker right there, that would have been a pick 6 for the Oregon Ducks. As he threw that, there were 4 Ducks there. You got to wonder why Berg floated that in there. But now Oregon's in business with 1:50 seconds left, and you see this team is hyped. This crowd is feeling it. These Ducks are smelling blood, and are they going to go for the throat? Guidry takes a snap. He sees the coverage is not there, and he takes off for a 5-yard rush, and they will call a timeout here. You got to think, like we said, Oregon runs a base pistol. As he runs on the option, he should have pitched it. He couldn't commit. The defender was there. Dallas Mann played that option perfectly as he, didn't break down he broke down, didn't commit to either direction. When you play someone in the option, if they don't play it right, that's the hardest way to defend it. Is 85's open over the middle, and Guidry hit him, but he hit him way too late. If he would have hit him about a second earlier, Trent Harris could have turned upfield and tried to get more yards than he did. As is, it will be 4th down and 4, and it is, with 1 minute and 19 seconds left, the Ducks will look to kick a field goal to go up by 14 points. As the kick is up, it is good, and number 22, Oregon Ducks, now over the unranked Cal Golden Bears, 17-3. The kickoff is away, and he's going to return it from about 2 yards deep. Oh, and number 83 lights Derek Landry up, making him pay for the decision to come out of the end zone. And Cal will take over on offense at about the 19-yard line, not even making it to the 20. Berg floats back, floats another one over the middle, and it's broken up on the way down. Great defense there, as that was a sure catch. But the defender there knocked it out. It must have discombobulated something on the way down to the ground, and the ball broke free as it's now 1 minute 9 seconds, and Cal takes a shotgun. There is a laser dot over the middle as Andrew Payne picks up 16 yards on a quick slant, deep slant actually. And it took him a minute to break through from that press coverage that Oregon was giving him. But he finally broke through and cut over the middle, and Berg hit him on a laser rocket pass. And we're under a minute now to go in the first half. Cal's driving. Let's see if they can get some kind of points to go here before halftime, as I believe Oregon will get the ball first, and he hits an out route. Looks like Davis on a quick out route there. It was Ernest Davis on his way to an 11-yard reception, and Berg is now 7 of 11 for 61 yards, but he does have 2 picks, one of which was a pick 6 for the Ducks. Berg drops back. The linebacker came screaming up the middle, and he's going to take off with the ball. He's down the sideline. No one's going to hit him, and he's going to slide down after a huge gain for the Bears. As Berg, the Ducks came out with an all-out blitz there. They were blitzed every linebacker they had, and Berg broke free somehow, got loose, and took off down the field for about 30 yards. As he's going to do it again, he's got the right sideline. He's trying to figure out which way he's going, and the safety, the corner, breaks down and tackles him. But he's now at 5 rushes for 43 yards, 33 seconds left to go in the half. And Cal is just like that, down at the 15-yard line of the Oregon Ducks, taking the shotgun snap. He's going to hit the right side. He's got to quit floating this ball. He had a guy out on the out route there, wide open, and he floats it out to the sideline instead of, rocketing. He should have broken his receiver's hands getting that ball to him. He was so open. As he quick rolls to the left side, he's gonna do nothing. As we're now at 18 seconds, and it looks like Cal, it's going to be 3rd and 13. They're rushing to the line. It looks like they will try a 10, 9, 8. It looks like they're going to have enough time for one more shot as Oregon does an all-out blitz. And Allen catches it for 12 yards, bumps the defender, falls out of bounds at the 5.5, 6 yard line, bringing up 4th and 1. 3 seconds to go in the half. They kick a field goal. It's good. I would have went for it personally, but that's why I'm in the booth and not coaching anymore. As you see, Bama is going up big on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Somebody, if you're listening, when we do start year 3, we have announced on podcast and in the other games. Thank you, Skip Lloyd, last night in the Saturday night game. If you want to hear a professionally called game, go listen to Skip Lloyd on Saturday night's game last night, as it was a brutal beatdown. Georgia Tech and Noah Roberts, a user recruit, just showed Toby Fortune and the North Carolina Tar Heels, who is a user recruit also, how to play football, as the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets just destroyed the Tar Heels, who actually just destroyed the NC State, the Heisman Trophy candidate, Smokey Smith, NC State. And they are now at 3 losses, I believe, in a row. NC State is, man. They were in the running for the national championship last year. I believe they were all the way up to number 3 this year. And now they're, at the end of this week they have lost also. If you haven't seen that yet, go watch. Last night, or not last night, I believe it was, I forget when it was. But this week, they have lost 3 in a row now. Next week, week 12, let's see if they can break that snap that streak, as obviously it looks they will not be winning the national championship this year. Smokey Smith most likely will not be winning the Heisman Trophy. And now you got to think his draft stock, as we were talking earlier, going into the pro draft, Smokey Smith's draft stock has got to start getting hurt now. And you got to wonder, is he really the guy that your team wants to draft going into the inaugural season of the Pro League? But there's somebody, Toby Fortune, who is a year 2. He'll be a 2-3 player. So will Noah Roberts. Noah Roberts seems like he's the man. Noah Roberts has willed Georgia Tech. And the ACC is a hot mess right now, I'll say that. But it looks like Georgia Tech will be playing for the ACC championship if they can win out. And honestly, they may not even have to win out. I'll have to watch the recap episode that drops on Monday night and see where they're at. But regardless, that's enough talk. Go make a player. That was my long-winded way to say, go make a player. Come be an AD. Someone help Bama. Bama has not been good in both seasons of the college season so far, as you saw right there, are number 17 in the nation with 2 losses on the year. And they have a really good quarterback. I believe his name is Troy Hill. And he'll be gone. He'll be in the first draft in September. But, Oregon, Marcus, I believe it's Marcus Daniels, puts down the outside linebacker. That was Daniels. He just steamrolled over the outside linebacker on his way to a 22-yard gain. Blocking was there, cuts upstairs, and that was a safety. He just lowered his helmet and ran over that safety. And the corner finally came back and made the tackle, and that was a huge play by the Ducks. As we said, they get the ball first here in the second half, and they are not wasting any time marching down the field already. They pull the guard, pull the tackle, and Daniels is going to get crumpled in the backfield that time by number 3, Dallas Mann. That was a big play by the Cal defense, and Cal is not out of it being down by 11 right now. But the way they've been playing offense, they need to take some more shots. Berg has got to quit floating the ball. He must not have very good throw power. As Oregon hands off to Daniels, he spins off the tackle and gets 8 yards. Bringing up 3rd and 4. Daniels looked like he was going to go down about a 5-yard gain. Hits the first defender and spins off of him on his way to an 8-yard gain, and that was a great play by Marcus Daniels. As Oregon comes out in their pistol formation, pulls this option. He's got blocker. He's going to get the first down. He's breaking through the first tackle. He's down the sideline. Oh, my God. Guidry gets shoestring tackled. That's about the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen a shoestring tackle save a huge, potentially massive touchdown play today. As you see him roll off that tackle, you can't arm tackle, boys. And then number 61, most likely a defensive lineman of all things, catches up to him, puts it all on the line, jumps down, and literally grabbed a shoestring for the tackle. As the Ducks come out, speed sweep again. He had the blocker. He cuts it upfield, and on the jet sweep, Noah Reed is going to pick up 9 yards. That's his 2nd speed sweep, jet sweep of the game. That one puts him in the positive, as the last one was a negative 2-yard loss, which is why he has 2 rushes for 7 yards now. Guidry hands it off to Daniels again, off to that right side off tackle. And it's only 3 yards, but he does pick up the first down, as he's now at 75 yards in the game. Both running backs on both squads are having great games so far. Hands it to Daniels again up the middle, and Daniels takes on that safety again, and both of them go down after a 6-yard pickup. And it looks like Oregon is just content to just run the ball this drive and just bleed some clock out. They figured they are more physical than this Cal team right now, and they hand it off to Daniels again, and he gets hit. That was actually Cameron giving Daniels a breather again. As Elgin Fox, what a name. Elgin Fox comes in and tackles him for a 1-yard loss. Bringing up 3rd and 4. And Oregon's manhandled this Cal defense. Not manhandled, but when they need to, when they want to, they've done what they've had their way with them. As the tight end comes in motion from the right to the left, Guidry drops back. It looks like they set up a screen, and that was well defended. And he's stiff-arming and do-si-doing down the sideline as Cameron gets the ball, initiates contact with the would-be tackler, and they sidestep down the sideline for a first down. Oregon Ducks. So they come out in the pistol formation, tight end left. Guidry, quick pass to the left side, and he's going to throw an interception. That's his 2nd of the game. As you see on the replay, it was a good idea. He's trying to just get it out fast and bean it to that corner, but it floated on him and undercuts the receiver straight to the defender. And unfortunately for the Ducks, Cal will now get another, and he gets probably oh my God, how did Ernest Davis get past that first wave of Ducks? As he ducked, sidestepped, and ran away from the first tackle, but Jordan Golden eventually catches him after a 1-yard gain. Cal hands off to Davis off the left side, and he's going to get hit in the backfield. That was a disaster from the start. And if you think you can play defense, or if you think you can run the ball better than that, come join the Football Rivals College Series, as Season 3 will hit next year after the first inaugural pro season. Come make a player. Come join the Discord. Come be an AD in the college season. Come be an owner in the pro season. You think you can run an organization better than anyone else in the country? We have 4 or 5 right now, I believe, organizations that have owners in our pro league, and they have initiated logos. They've made their cities, their teams, their uniforms. We are ready to roll. The pro teams are going to be built soon, and we will have a pro season, guys. The college season will roll right into the pro draft. Then we'll have a pro season. Then we'll have an all-star game for the college guys, and then we'll have a college season, and that's how we're going to roll. And it's going to be nonstop Football Rivals action as they hand it off to Daniels off the left side, sidesteps that first tackler and gets brought down after a 4-yard rush. And Oregon is, like we said, just content with just running this ball. And, I mean, the way Guidry's playing today, you can't blame him. I wouldn't let him take any more shots. He's not showing good judgment as they come out in a shotgun, 3 wide right. Hands it off to Daniels, and Daniels is going down after a 5-yard rush. A 5-yard loss is the blocker there, number 79. Looked like he was afraid to dance with his date on prom night, and Daniels is down. This is going to be big for Oregon, as Cameron is the backup, and he has not been showing a lot of potential. As they come out 4 wide here, Guidry drops back, quick stop. He looks like he's going to take a shot, and he does float, and he somehow gets it to a receiver. Matt Robinson came back for the ball as Cal is hyped up. Cal is feeling it now, and they're starting to believe they can do it, as Daniels has bruised ribs, will return soon as the initial data. And the punter goes down on this punt. Let's see if the penalty gets thrown, and it looks like it's not, as that was kind of roughing the punter as Cal took him out. You see there, Cal and Oregon on offense, the score is obviously different. The plays are almost neck and neck, and they have exactly the same amount of offensive yards. As Cal comes out in their pro set again, Berg rolls to the right side, and he's going to bounce off the first tackler, and he gets destroyed in the backfield. And Oregon is feeling it again as Chris Neely, who we've been calling all game, gets his first sack of the game. After a 4-yard loss, comes in, lowers his shoulder, and that's something as a defender you love when you turn that corner and there's a quarterback and you see it in his eyes that he's not going to take that wimp slide. He's not going to sacrifice, or he is going to sacrifice his body and try to make a play. And you as a linebacker just lower your load and just steamroll over his butt. As they hand it to Ernest Davis for a 1-yard rush, delayed handoff up the middle. And it's going to be 3rd and 13. And this is where they have to trust Berg. Berg has to take a shot downfield. And it's a shotgun. He's got blockers. He's got all day, and he takes a shot downfield. He had a man wide open. Oh, my. I wish we could see the replay on that. He had a receiver, I believe it was number 85, wide open down the middle of the field. He floated it to him, but like all game, he just put too much float, too much fluff under it. And wow, as Lamont Turner returns the punt for 11 yards, and Oregon, with 58 seconds left to go in the third quarter, will take the ball on offense. Hands it off to Cameron up the middle, and Ryan Cameron seems to have the, you know, that competition in England where they roll the cheese down the hill and they follow behind it? That's Cameron's running style. It looks like he's the guy following the cheese down the hill as he just hits contact and starts rolling and diving and flipping. And Trent Harris gets a 5-yard reception there for a first down as Guidry, maybe that's what they need to do. Guidry is only 9 of 12 for 61. 1 touchdown, but 2 picks. As this is a big formation here, they hand it off to Cameron up the middle. Oh no, Marcus Daniels is back in. His ribs, they must have wrapped him up and put a vest on him, put a flak jacket on him. As Daniels is back in the game, picking up 2 yards on his first contact back in the game. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, folks. If you are enjoying this game of this presentation of Football Rivals, go hit the like button, please. Go hit the like button, the subscribe button. As we're approaching, I think we had 321 the last time I saw on YouTube. Go subscribe, guys. Go hit the like button, make comments, help push the algorithm. We should be I think we're pushing around 95,000 views now. So it's pretty exciting. We're about to, as Guidry floats one. Oh, and he catches it on the bounce. Guidry floated one out there to Noah Reed, who tip drills his own missed catch the first go around and gets 3 yards. But like I said, we're excited, guys. Can't have this league without you watching. And we're about 95,000 views, should hit 100,000 by the end of the season, which is really exciting. As Guidry floats forward, looks like he was maybe going to take off for it, made the defense baited enough, and hits Trent Harris over the middle for a first down. And Guidry is now 11 of 14 for only 75 yards, as Bruce Wayne's cousin Edwin there made the tackle. Guidry hits his tight end, who was out in the flats, Martel Montoya. Not our tight end. He's just a really big receiver, but that's his 3rd catch of the game. As Oregon comes out, pistol formation, tight end left, 3 wide right. He's going to roll to that right side. He has a guy wide open. He's going to have blocker. As Noah Reed hits 6 really hard yards on a floater pass. Both these quarterbacks are just, maybe the wind, maybe we can't see the wind. Let's get our sideline reporter to go figure out what the wind situation is down there. Come out in a big formation. He's going to hand it off to Daniels, that left side. He's going to fall forward for the first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal. This is what Cal cannot let happen tonight. Right now, they're about to, if they get a touchdown, it'll be 24-6, be an 18-point deficit, 3 scores basically. It's early in the fourth quarter, but you got to stop them right here. You have to hold Oregon to a field goal. And it's not going to happen. Guidry hits Donnell Warren over the middle. Touchdown, Oregon. Quack, quack. This game might be over. With the impending extra point, it'll be 24-6. You'll be down 18 points with 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And this might be good games, GGs in the chat for the Cal Golden Bears. Berg and Ernest Davis have to get this offense going on this next drive. They really can't rely on Davis running the ball anymore because they got to get down the field in chunk plays. So let's see what happens. As I believe this is the first time that Cal has gotten touchbacked a kickoff. As you see, these defenses have just been playing lights out today. Let's see what Cal and this offensive coordinator have drawn up for Berg. As they do a delayed handoff to Davis, and that was disaster from the get-go. 3-yard loss by Lee Bernard, and the Ducks are saying, man, if you're going to play in this game, in this conference, in this division with us, in this game with us, you're going to have to go downfield with Berg. We're going to stuff your run. As Berg takes a shot, he rolls back, and he's going to get sacked. Berg dropped back in the 7-step drop. Seth Simmons gets up there, locks him up from the linebacker position, gets past his block, and just gets in there and textbook tackles Berg, bringing up 3rd and 19. I would think that it would be 4-down territory. Maybe not because they're so far back in their own territory right now. As Oregon sends some blitzers, and Berg's going to go down big. Chris Berg's going to go down big as Harrell gets his 2nd sack of the game on the replay. Watch this. He just fights off 2 blockers, comes in and just head in your middle of your shoulder pads that you're taught in 1st grade and drives him to the ground, and that's going to be a punt at 4th and 26 with 5.5 minutes to go in the game. The number 22 Oregon Ducks. Oh, almost blocked again. Catches it from his own 49. He's running to the left side. He's got some blockers. He breaks off a tackle, and the coverage finally flushes him out. And Oregon's going to start this possession at the 33-yard line of Cal. I mean, Cal, with that great punt return, Cal should have just taken a shot downfield and seen what happened. As Guidry hands off to Davis down the sideline, or down the right side, I mean. Rogers is there to make the tackle. Nothing happens. It's a 2nd and 10. As Oregon is probably just going to run the ball all 4 downs, all 3 downs. As he pulls the option, he's got room to the left side, Guidry does. Breaks through the first tackle and just gets hit in the backfield for a negative yard loss. As Jared Rogers, we've been calling his name all game. Guys, the draft board guys, you might want to look up Jared Rogers and see if we need to add him to the outside linebacker list for the first pro draft. Come out in pistol formation, 2 wide right. Guidry drops back, 3rd and 10. He's got room. He's got a guy, and he misses. He misses 2 wide receivers. I don't know who that was going to. Regardless, it's 4th and 10. The clock is stopped, and we will see a 50-yard field goal attempt. Is up, and it's well short. And I guess that was a win for Cal, especially after the horrible offensive drive they had, as Bama is piling it on the Bulldogs. But Cal had a horrible, it was 4th and 26. They punted from their own field goal. You hold them. They had a great punt return. Get the ball at your 33-yard line, drive down. You hold them to a field goal that they miss. You have to take some shots here, Cal. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm taking some shots. Run a streak, run some flags, run some post, do something. Do some out and ups, as Berg is going to hit Davis on a 3-yard reception, and that's not going to be it. It's moving in the right direction, but you're approaching 4 minutes to go in the game. Your quarterback's 10 of 16 for 85 yards and 2 interceptions, and you're throwing 3-yard drop-offs. Berg takes 7 steps, and he hits him over the middle, and that's what you need to do as Josh Wilson gets his first catch of the game for 17 yards. There's a little skinny post. Hits him over the middle, right in between the numbers. 2 defenders on there, by the way. Cal's coming out. They're driving. This crowd's getting into it, trying to will Oregon to get this victory. As Berg's going to take off. He's got room at the middle. He's got blockers. He lowers his shoulder and picks up 10. It's going to be second and inches. They've got to go. They've got to hurry this up. As Cal is, not known for their hurry-up style offense, but they've got to get going. It's second and inches as they're on the side. They're on Oregon's side of the ball now. Shotgun formation. He's got the Oregon's blitzing again, and he's going to go down again. Chris Berg is going down again. David Harrell, third sack of the game. As you see in there, he just pushes his defender to the right side, turns his eyes, see the quarterback is taken off, disengages from his block, and just punishes Berg, who thought he had daylight. And it's 3rd and 5. We just went under 3 minutes to go. Bunch formation left. Motion from left to right. Berg drops back. He's got blockers. He's going to take off again. He has the first down and more. He doesn't lower his shoulder on his way to a 13-yard rush. He gets laid out. And now Oregon, you got to figure this might be too little too late, but now Oregon's coming out in a hurry up as the tight end goes in motion from the left formation out further to the left, and they're just letting the clock tick. I don't understand this. They've got to snap the ball. As Berg snaps it, drops back. He's got all day, floats it down the left side. What was that? As Brian Blake will get credit for the deflection, as Berg threw it, just rainbow heaved it out there to a flock of ducks. I didn't even see a Cal player. As they run another delayed handoff to Davis, who loses 2 more yards. Bernard hits him in the backfield, bringing up 3rd and 12. You're down by 18 points. Less than 3 minutes to go in the game. And you hand off a delayed handoff. As Cal comes out 3 wide right. Davis releases, hits the tight end. Oh, and it's incomplete. The receiver couldn't handle the ball. As this defense of Oregon has been very impressive today, shutting down everything Cal's thrown at them. And we had Cal on a televised game a couple weeks ago, and I believe they upset whoever they were playing. I have to go back and look at my stats. As they hit a guy over the middle on a drag route, he's fighting through the tackles. He's going to get the first down. He doesn't get the first down on 4th down. He was inches short, gentlemen. And that just may well be the game, as Cal fails to get the 4th down conversion. Guidry hands off to Daniels, who hurdles over the first tackle for 3 yards. And that was an exciting, and everybody loves a good hurdle. As Daniels is now like, feed me the ball. I want my 100 yards. I want my buck. Let's get going. 2 tight formation, pistol. Tight end from the right to the left. Hands it off to Daniels, and he's bottled up, loses 4 yards, and he might not. Jared Rogers again there, guys, on his 11th tackle of the game. We're about to get under a minute to go in the game. This is pretty much bottled up and done. Oregon's just running the clock out here, as you'll see the play clock tick down, 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 down. These are nice at least because I can take a swig of my drink in between plays. As they're going to snap it about 3 seconds to go. Guidry drops back. Screen formation. He hits Daniels. Daniels just floats out to that right side. They do lose a yard. Is Cal going to bother with calling a timeout? Probably not. As Guidry, who's been great all year, won't even hit 100 yards passing. It won't even hit 90 yards passing tonight. As we're at 30 seconds to go, they don't have to snap this. This game's over. But let's see what happens. If you've enjoyed this game, Oregon's going to win. They're going to get a division game. They're going to get a conference win, and they're going to get a win over one of their rivals. If you've enjoyed this game tonight, go watch the Saturday night game from last night. North Carolina's Har Heels versus Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. It was a 2-user quarterback, 2-user recruit spectacular game. And it was professionally called by Skip Lloyd, who is amazing. But that being said, tonight's game is over. The clocks have hit triple zeros. Guidry and this Ducks team somehow survives. Chris Neely, great game. I think Harrell should have been the player of the game with the 3 huge sacks in the game. But there it is, regardless. The Oregon Ducks will win tonight. If you've enjoyed tonight's game, there's a bad angle, bad pass to start with. I've been Commissioner Back. Come join the league, make a player, join the Discord, become an AD for next season for college, become an owner of an organization in the Pro League, whatever you can think of to do. There's so many options in our league. The payouts are going to be insane. The opportunities are insane. Go hit like, subscribe, comment. This has been Week 11 of the Football Rivals Football League. I have been Commissioner Back. Good night and peace.